My name is Promise Bood, and I'm a second year medical student at the University of New Mexico School of Medicine. Along with a fellow student, Hannah House, and our mentors, Doctors Tom Markle and Patrick Rendon, we set out to investigate pre-clerkship students' trust in their medical institution and how that trust shapes their interaction with the curriculum. This research is particularly important for pre-clerkship instructors as we analyze trust in the context of relatively novel third-party resources that are heavily relied on tools for medical learning. Current research delineates medical trust dynamics between patient, doctor, and institution as being substantial in the quality of patient care and satisfaction, as well as student-teacher interactions in the development of competent and empathetic physicians. However, the majority of research into medical teacher-student trust focuses primarily on the instructor's trust in the students to gradually perform workplace tasks with competency. Yet, a relationship is not unilateral in nature. Therefore, we must infer that a student also has a certain level of trust in their teachers. A traditional hierarchical assumption is the basis for this current understanding. After all, teachers cannot engage in inquiry and knowledge building when they feel criticized. However, challenge is important because it is difficult to learn if interactions always affirm and support what teachers are doing, rather than allowing the opportunity to improve both teaching and learning. If we are to encourage the professional development of the next generation of physicians, then instructors must recognize students as capable evaluators, just as teachers are regarded as capable evaluators of students. Our goal is to extract what aspects of teaching motivate students to learn from their instructors and how teachers can organize curriculum to encourage a relationship of mutual trust and learning. The initial phase of this research consisted of a survey distributed to first-year medical students and was designed to gauge their current trust in the curriculum, faculty, and institution, and included both short answer and single answer responses. Short answer responses were thematically analyzed and, in conjunction with single answer responses, prompted an exploration into several themes related to trust, including trust in the institution versus third-party resources, resolving discrepancies between these resources, and approaches to teaching that lend to students' confidence in their curriculum. The second phase of this research is still ongoing and consists of a focus group designed to discuss these themes. To this point, we have conducted a single focus group. Results from the initial survey indicated that 60% of the 80 participants were either neutral or disagreed with the following statement. I believe the School of Medicine curriculum adequately prepares me for step one. Students also had the opportunity to comment on their responses, with many indicating discord between presented curriculum and trusted study resources, such as first aid, boards and beyond, and pathoma. Comments also expressed concern with average step one scores for the institution and an inability to determine adequacy of curriculum prior to receiving a step one score. A significant amount of responses to the inquiry, what aspects of the medical school have earned your confidence that they are preparing you to become a medical professional, indicated high confidence in non-didactic courses, such as clinical reasoning and skills development. In contrast, aspects of the medical school that have contributed to a lack of confidence included disorganized curriculum and step one scores. The focus group indicated emphasis on institutional resources for academic success and exposed themes of consistency and acknowledgement of STEP as supporting a comfortable and trustworthy learning environment. Students indicated instructor-provided resources, such as lectures and notes, predominate as study resources for regular institutional assessments. Themes of consistency in curriculum organization, presentation, and reference to outside resources also predominated. According to participants, instructors for each major didactic topic communicate assessment standards, fairness of exams, and integration of third-party resources differently. Students perceived more successful approaches to include continuity of assessment standards, presenting statistics attesting to the fairness of assessment, and acknowledging discord between resources, as well as the potential to compartmentalize information as predominantly clinically or board applicable. Finally, students commented on the attitude of faculty towards the Step 1 exam as occasionally unfamiliar and dismissive, and felt these approaches eroded student trust, as many preclinical medical students are highly preoccupied with performing well on this exam. It can be surmised that students perceive there to be a lack of harmony between the presented curriculum and future board exams. Participants in this research indicated the importance of both clinical and board-related knowledge. But in order to reach the clinical stage of medical learning, students must first show proficiency in concrete knowledge assessed in the Step 1 exam. Our initial recommendation is to have board pertinent information clearly outlined within the curriculum, while also emphasizing that certain topics may hold greater clinical importance. This research could provide invaluable information to medical educators concerning students' perception of best practices when creating and presenting material in order to optimize student understanding and engagement with the curriculum. While this research is still in the early stages, our intent is to perform more focus group sessions to reach thematic saturation related to the factors contributing and inhibiting the formation of trust between students and teachers. Our early research demonstrated student hesitancy to judge the adequacy of the curriculum for board examinations, as well as early confidence in the non-didactic skills being learned at the institution. We plan to survey students once they reach clerkships to gauge changes in confidence regarding both the didactic and clinical curriculums to see if their perception of trust changes after the completion of critical board examinations.